welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Well, guys, the Cardinals head coach told me before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. To their visitors. They'll start on the ground with Brown. At the 35, he's open. There he goes to the right. Past the 30. The 10. To the house. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. From inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Sends it back in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
The Aggies are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1, yep, we're going.
Bro, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Play fake, Marcel Reed. He turns that loose down the right side. He's got it down the field. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Once he got a snap, it was all over, right to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller, you're right. And those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's Foley. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So now it's second and long. Handoff for Brown.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Texas A&M offense goes back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the move. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Texas A&M going up tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got a man. It's Horton. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route 80 yards and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing Reed. Blasted as he lets it go. With the catch, it's Horton. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the run, it's Owens. Here's a little room there. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
From the red zone, it's Edwards. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown Aggies! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Looking left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Reed to throw. Snagged out of the air. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try to power their way ahead. Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. Well, that play was supposed to go to the outside.
Well, and the defense do that too. They saw the sweep right away, got to the outside, understood where the ball was trying to go. Listen, if you put those guys in a cage and you set an edge really hard, make that sweep that's designed where everybody's blocking out wide to go back inside, that's a win for the defense.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Brown. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. A give to Brown. There's a crease. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
First down, right back to Brown.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hand off Isaac Brown. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes, but man, you love a QB that on 3rd down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the first down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play later on in this drive.
The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The sure hands, it's McCoy. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Hand off for Brown. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. They get through, and it's blocked. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with Georgia taking on the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's Georgia trying to close out what would be one of the toughest wins of the season. And that's a big statement considering this team is already 6-1. Let's see if they have what it takes. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside Conference USA.
Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. Play action with Reed. Escapes the pressure to his right. Gets the first himself. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll send the tight end in motion. Reed. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Grabbed in the middle, it's Foley.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A give to Brown. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Got enough for the first. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff, Isaac Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Now try to move the sticks with Brown. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking down the middle. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Catch in the middle, it's Craver. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Motion from the back. This is a designed run. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the...
He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Reed. He's going to run it.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way, and they'll get him down after a solid return.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Cardinals come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Richardson. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The run inside. It's Brown. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Finds his man. It's Owens. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Horton. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Warren. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll move the tight end. Throwing Reed. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.